Hello everyone, it's Jorun, and on this video we are going to show you the fundamentals of the famous Microsoft PowerPoint and how to execute a simple animation and the basics of this application such as the animation tools. So what are we waiting for? Let us dive into our imagination to create a good Microsoft PowerPoint animation. Let us now open our Microsoft PowerPoint and jump into a blank presentation. Here we have Dexter and Denver to provide information about the animation tools.
What is up, guys? Dexter and Denver here. Since we now have a blank presentation, isn't it a bit too plain? We now want to start an animation and we need to add some type of element on our slide. Let's start simple. We now go to the top ribbon and click on Insert. And now, pick a shape. I think this would do. A diamond. Now, we have the shape in the middle of the slide. To start animating, let us go back to the top ribbon and find the Animations option. Now, let us click on the shape we inserted and we can now carry on and pick our animation. You can see different options of animation that you might want to add to your shape. You can click on this arrow to see the overall view of the animations option. It is seen that here we have entrance animations, emphasis, for the exit, and also for the animation paths.
To start, I can now click on the animations. For example, I would want the diamond to fly in. Take note, if you click on another animation, it will overwrite the animation you picked earlier. If you want the animation to come from the top, from the bottom, or from the left or right, you can change the direction where it comes from at these effect options. Going back, I would want the object to fly in and also fly out, but it will also overwrite the animation you added earlier. So what are we going to do here is click on the fly in animation, but instead of having it overwritten, we now go to the top ribbon and find the add animation tool, and once again, it exposes the animation options. And now we can click on the fly out without overwriting the fly in animations.
That's a great way to start our presentation, don't you think? Hi, I'm Marielle, together with Stephanie. We are bound to explore more on animations. Let us click on the animation pane and here we can see the animation associated with the diamond. Now that we know the basics of the animation option in PowerPoint, let me show you how to use the other animation options. Let us take off the diamond and add more shapes in the slide. For example, a basketball and a ring.
Here, we now go back to the animation pane and then we click on the ball first and then we click custom path. Here, we got to choose where we want the ball to go. For example, I want the ball to bounce and then shot inside the ring.
And now you can proceed on creating the lines where you want the ball to go. And once we're done creating the lines, we now double click on where we want the ball to end. And at the right side of the animation pane, we can adjust the timing and the duration of the ball, whether we want it to be fast or slow. That's so cool, right? Now that you know how to make an animation within the Microsoft PowerPoint, you can now carry on and make your own animation with your creative ideas. Thank you guys for making us your guide. Happy animating!
Hello and welcome everyone. In this tutorial, we'll dive into the essential skills of Microsoft Excel. I am Zyran.
I am Nico.
I'm Philip.
I am Ian.
I am Clarilyn. We'll be with you as your Excel guide for today's tutorial.
Let's begin by getting acquainted with Excel. So while waiting for it to open, let's first know what Excel is. It's a powerful spreadsheet software used for data analysis and management, so you can do amazing things with it.
Let's familiarize ourselves
with the Excel interface. As you can see, Excel is made up of rows, columns, and cells. Rows run horizontally and columns run vertically. Each cell is where you can enter data or perform calculation. For example, this is cell A1, which is designated in column A and row 1. You can also customize the width and height of these rows and columns by clicking and dragging the separators.
Now, let's explore the fill handle. It is one of the most convenient tools in Excel. It's like magic for copying and extending data quickly. To find the fill handle, look at the bottom right corner of a selected cell. You'll see a small square. That's the fill handle. Here's how it works. To use it, simply click and drag. Let's say you want to create a list of months. Type January in a cell, and then drag the fill handle across to fill the months automatically.
Here's another example. The weekdays. First type Monday, then drag. Instead of manually entering each day, you can simply enter the first one and use the fill handle to do it. So the fill handle is autofill the patterns. You can use it to copy values, sequence, and even dates. Just drag it and Excel does the rest. Anyways, let's add another worksheet by clicking the plus symbol at the bottom. This allows the worksheets to be worked on.
Now, formulas are Excel's secret sauce. They let you perform calculation on your data. Let's try creating simple formulas. To create formula, always start with an equal sign like this. For example, if you want to add numbers in cell B2 and B3, you'd type equal sign B2 and plus sign B3. Then hit enter and Excel calculates the result.
That's one of the basic formulas. Basically, you can perform arithmetic operations using formulas.
Excel also offers built-in functions for more complex calculations. In short, Excel does the math for you.
Let's take the average functions as an example. First is the equal sign, then type average, then put open parentheses. And for the cell references like B2 to B8, we'll use the colon, then put close parentheses. Functions make complex tasks simple.
But wait, there's more. If you want to know if you passed or failed, you can just use an if statement to convert numeric scores to a pass-fail status with this formula. First, type equals, then capital letter IF, put open parentheses, cell B2 less than 75, which is the passing mark, then comma, put a quotation mark for all caps, fail and pass, then close parentheses. You create the formula once and then use the fill handle to apply it to multiple cells. Now that it's done, you can now save it.
And there you have it. We've covered the basics of Excel, from its parts to formulas and its functions. Thank you for joining us for today's tutorial. Keep practicing and Excel will become your trusted ally in managing and analyzing data. Happy Exceling!
Welcome to Paint.net.
Step 1. Opening Paint.net. Look for the Paint.net application icon and double-click it to open the software. Opening an image. Once Paint.net is open, click on File in the top left corner of the interface. Select Open from the drop-down menu. A File Explorer window will appear. Navigate to the location of the image you want to edit. Select it and click Open.
Your selected image will now appear in the Paint.net workspace.
You can use the toolbar on the left to access various tools. For example, the selection tool allows you to make specific selections in the image. You can also remove its background by the use of selection tool. Use the resize option under the image menu to adjust the image dimensions if needed. You can also crop or rotate the image using the respective tools in the toolbar. Layers. To manage layers in your project, you can access the Layers window on the right side of the interface. Click on Layers to open the panel. You can add new layers using the New Layer button. This allows you to make changes without affecting the original image. Adjust layer opacity, blending modes, and layer styles as needed.
To add text, select the text tool from the toolbar. Click on the image and type your text. You can then adjust the text properties in the text window.
Once you're satisfied with your edits, go to File and select Save As. Choose the file format for your edited image. Example given: JPEG, PNG, or BMP. Name your file and select the location where you want to save it. Click Save. To exit Paint.net, click on the X button in the top right corner of the application window.
Hello everyone, this is Althea and today we are going to show you how to mail merge using Microsoft Excel and Microsoft Publisher. If you don't know what mail merge is, it's a feature that makes it easier for you to list down people you would want to invite for occasions like birthdays, wedding invitations, anniversaries. And now let us proceed to our first step.
The first step is to open Excel. Then, we will put our headings and other information about our recipients, like their names, nicknames, addresses, etc. For example, we will put our headings first in row 1, which are name, nickname, and address. Then, we will put our recipient information in rows 2 to 6, or however many recipients are. For example, our recipients are Salvensar, whose nickname is Salven and he lives in Consolacion. So, I'll just put some information, and there we go. After we have put up all our needed information, we will save the file in the documents.
Step number 1. Open your preferred publishing software or program on your laptop. Step number 2. Create a new document or open an existing one. Step number 3. Once the layout is ready, navigate to the text.
And the next one, go to Mailings, select Recipient, select an existing list, select Browse and go to the file you want to use. Select Display as icon and then select OK.
The next thing we will do is to tap Insert Merge field. Select whether it's name, nickname, or address. After all that, at the bottom, select Insert, then close it. Before you finish and merge, make sure that your mail merge is accurate. You can tap Previous Results to view the merge data. If you think it's good, you can now finish and merge. Print documents. Print all records, then tap OK. Lastly, to totally print the mail merge, you're going to select the name of the printer, then press OK at the bottom.
How do you do? This is Word Wizardry, touring the magical world of Word. Welcome to the Microsoft Word tutorial. In this presentation, you will learn the basics of using Microsoft Word for document creation, text formatting, and editing. Let's hop in. First is creating a new document. All you have to do is open up Microsoft Word if it's not presently open. Then in the Home tab, there should be an option to open up a blank document. But if you don't see that, you may want to select the new option and then select blank document. And that's all you need to get started. You can now write text and let the magic happen. Hey Canteen, can you tell me more about the Home tab? Where the magic really starts?
Of course, Win. I'll tell you all about copying, pasting, cutting, and the format painting. So, to use all these functions, we need to have a text beforehand. First thing is we're going to select this paragraph, and the first thing we're going to learn is to copy by clicking this copy paste or simply Ctrl C. Next is I'm going to paste by clicking the paste button or simply the shortcut Ctrl V. And next we're going to show you is how to cut. Simply select the text and click on the cut logo or the shortcut Ctrl X. Now we are going to talk about the format painter. I'm just going to change this format real quick. Make it bigger and change its font and maybe even color. And then we're just going to select the format that we want to change and then right click. Then you see here the format painter or the format painter over there is originally either is fine. So once again, we're just going to select this paragraph and click the format painter and then select the paragraph that we want to change its format. So it quickly changes to the format you want so that you don't have to do it manually. How about the wonders of the font section? What's in it, Liza?
Thank you, Quintin. Firstly, we have the font name. It lets you choose a wide array of fonts to make your text more appealing. Simply select the text, click this down arrow, and simply choose whatever font you like. In this case, it's Arial. Next to the font name is font size. This lets you change the size of the font. Simply select your text again and click the down arrow and choose whatever size you want. Now let's move on to the bold, italics, and underline. Simply select the text and press the bold button or the shortcut Ctrl B. This thickens the text to give it more emphasis. For italics, simply select the text and click on the italic button or the shortcut Ctrl I. This slant the text for emphasis too. And for the underline, simply select your text again and click on the underline button or the shortcut Ctrl U. Next, we have is the strike through. Simply click the button or its shortcut Ctrl Shift X. Moving on, we have the superscript and the subscript. It's a self-explanatory as it makes the text superscript or subscript, and it is best for numbers. Simply select the text and press the superscript or subscript button, or you might as well go for their shortcuts. Now, to change this text back to normal, simply select it and click again the buttons you used to change the text. How about on the top? We have grow font size and shrink font size. Simply select the whole text to change or just a word like this. It either shrinks it or grow the text. How about I show you clear formatting? I'll simply change the text again to bold, italics, underline, strike through, and the rest, and click the change formatting button. There you have it. You reverted its default format, having Calibri body in size 11. How about this one? Change case. Here we have a lot of options like toggle case, which makes the first letter small, and the rest of the word capitalized. Another is capitalize each word. It capitalizes each first letter. Then we have uppercase and lowercase, which is a self-explanatory. And lastly, the sentence case, which fixes the text back to sentence form. Next to change case is the highlight, which highlights your text. And finally, font color. This changes the color of our fonts. Is that simple? Here we have now Maran explaining the wonders of the paragraph section.
Thank you, Glyza. Now, for the paragraph section, we first have his bullets. Expanding it gives you more options to add bullets to your text, like this check mark or this diamond. Next, we have is numbering. Expanding it gives you more ways how to number your text. Then we have multi-level list, which helps you in categorizing and subcategorizing text like this, for example. Next, we have increase and decrease indent, which moves or indents your text to the left or back to the right. Then we have align left and center and justify this shape your text whether it's to the center or evenly distribute. Next to it is line spacing, which determines the length of the distance of its lines. It can be close like this or far apart. Lastly, we have border options, which simply add borders which you can further define. If it's left, right, bottom, top, all borders its weight or thickness, style, color, and padding. How about styles? Would you teach me more about it, Win?
Yes, of course. Styles is super basic. In styles, you can change the formatting, such as font size, color, spacing, and many more just like this. You can expand it using the down arrow and select the style of your choice. Now we move on to the insert section. In insert, we can find many interesting functions. In here, we can insert tables, pictures, shapes, smart art, chart, screenshot, online video, links, bookmarks, cross-reference, header, footer, page number, symbols, equations, and many more. Can you give me a demo, Kentin?
Of course, I'm going to teach you how to add a bookmark and hyperlinks. Just select the text you want to put a bookmark on. For example, click on the bookmark button, name your bookmark, and there you go. Just as simple as that. Then to add hyperlinks, just click again on the text you want to put hyperlink on and right-click the text and you should find the link. Select it and go to this document and find the name that you put your bookmark on. What is hyperlink, by the way? Hyperlinks are links that a user can click to jump to a specific section or title for ease of access. This is good for tables of contents, glossary, or indexes. Lastly, I want to add on a page number where it sits on the lower left corner. Here, found it! And that's a wrap for today's tutorial. Many more awaits in the magical world of Word.